A séance has been held in the great house at Collinwood. A séance which has suspended time and space and sent one woman on an uncertain and frightening journey into the past, back to the year 1795. There, each of the Collins ancestors resembles a present-day member of the Collins family, but the names and relationships have changed, and Victoria Winters finds herself a stranger in a sea of familiar faces. And in that fateful time, she is soon to learn that one person's attempt to alter the course of history is doomed to failure.
What did you wish to see me about?
I must ask a favor of you, Aunt Natalie.
Anything at all. What is it?
There will not be time for me to say the appropriate farewells to everyone. The carriage will be here at 10.
Farewells? Carriage? Whatever are you talking about?
I am leaving Collinwood in an hour. I must go to Boston.
Why?
I cannot explain it to you.
Perhaps it is not necessary to explain. It is Barnabas, isn't it?
I can tell you no more.
It is Barnabas. Now, what did he say to you?
It makes no difference what he said. I have made up my mind to leave Collinwood. And nothing you nor anyone else can do can stop me.
Josette, this is insanity. I forbid you to leave Collinwood tonight.
Cannot stop me.
Please try to be reasonable about this.
There's no time to be reasonable. I must leave here as soon as possible.
Because of what Barnabas told you?
Yes.
What was it?
I told you we will not discuss it now, Aunt Natalie.
Should have seen to it that Barnabas could not see you.
It is good that you did not do that.
Why?
Because if you had kept Barnabas from seeing me, I might not have found out that I was in danger until it was too late.
Barnabas told you you're in danger?
Yes.
Well, what did he mean? What kind of danger?
He could not tell me. He said that I must trust him to know what he was doing.
Seems to me the only danger you're in is from Barnabas himself. Lately, his behavior has been highly questionable.
Aunt Natalie! There will not be time for me to say goodbye to everyone. Please do it for me.
They'll think we've both gone mad. No, Josette. You must stay and make your explanations before you leave.
I'm sorry. I must leave tonight.
Why is it so important for you to leave tonight?
Because Barnabas said that I must leave immediately.
But it isn't safe for a young lady to travel at night alone. Barnabas should have thought of that himself.
He did. He's arranged to have a servant accompany me all the way to Boston.
A servant? As a traveling companion for a lady? Quite out of the question.
It's already been arranged.
Then we shall have to alter the arrangement.
In what way?
If you insist on taking that trip tonight, I have no choice but to go with you.
Aunt Natalie, it is not necessary for you to accompany me all the way.
Necessary or not, I will go.
Can you be ready in an hour?
If I have to be, yes. You go to your room and wait for me. I have several things to arrange before we leave.
Countess, I've been looking for you.
What a coincidence. I was just on my way to your room to see you.
The Reverend Trask was here a short while ago, and he and I had a long talk about the trial of the witch and how we should proceed.
Before we go on with that, I must ask you to do a favor for me.
Well, if it's possible, I should be happy to. What is it?
I would like you to talk to your brother and your sister-in-law and explain to them that it was necessary for Josette and me to make other arrangements in rather a short time.
Well, I'm afraid I don't understand.
We are leaving Collinwood tonight.
Countess, I can't believe you're really serious.
I am quite serious.
But what has happened to make you decide to leave Collinwood on such short notice?
It was Josette's decision. Beyond that, I can tell you nothing.
But you can't leave now just when you're needed. The legal proceedings against the witch have already begun, and we're counting on you to be a witness at her trial.
Oh, my presence at the trial is not that important.
Well, the Reverend Trask considers it essential.
Abigail, I find it hard to believe that without my testimony, the Reverend Trask has no case.
Well, it'll be a much weaker case if you're not there.
But there are more important witnesses than I, the Reverend Trask himself and Angelique. They were both at the old house when he performed the exorcism. They saw the witch run out of the house.
But, Countess, my brother is going to be so upset when he finds that you've gone. He'll want to know why you've left, and what shall I tell him?
I can offer no reason now. I'll write to him in a few days when I know the reason myself.
Do you mean that you are leaving in the middle of the night and you don't know the reason why?
I only know that Josette is determined to leave. Only she knows why, and she's not told me.
Well, you should refuse to go until she does tell you.
No, she is prepared to leave without me. I cannot allow her to make the journey by herself. I have no choice but to go with her. Please forgive me. I must pack.
It's a beautiful gift, Barnabas.
I was going to give it to you as a wedding present. But I want you to keep it as a constant reminder that I'll be with you again very soon. Now, are you sure that no one saw you leaving the house?
I'm positive. I came out through the servants' entrance. Barnabas, I'm so frightened.
You needn't be. Now, I've instructed the driver of the carriage to stop at an inn just outside of Portsmouth. Once you've gotten that far, you'll be completely out of danger.
It's not me that I'm worried about. It's you.
I am not the one who's in danger. You are.
You keep saying that. I wish you would tell me why.
When the time comes, I will.
When will that be?
When I have done what I have to do.
What is that?
Please, no more questions. Now, trust me. That's all I ask.
Barnabas, of course I trust you, but
But what?
I have a strange feeling that when I leave you now, I may never see you again.
Nonsense. You will see me in Boston. Perhaps sooner than you think.
Barnabas, there's one thing that you did not mention when you spoke to me before.
What is that?
Your marriage to Angelique. How will you be able to meet me in Boston while you are still married to her?
The next time you see me, I will not be married to her.
What do you mean?
Please, believe me, I cannot tell you any more than that.
Is Angelique somehow involved in what you must do? Barnabas, tell me, please.
No, I cannot say any more. Now, you must go. The carriage will be waiting.
Oh, Barnabas, are you sure this is not goodbye?
I'm certain of it. You will see me again very soon. And please, think as often of me as I will of you. And know that I love you very much.
Miss Abigail.
I must talk to you at once.
Yes, please come in.
Where is Barnabas?
Oh, he's upstairs. Would you like me to get him for you?
No, I prefer to talk to you alone.
Oh.
Well, doing here?
It arrived a few days ago from Paris. It was intended as a wedding present for Barnabas and Josette.
Well, I know what it is, my dear, but why is it hanging in this room now?
Barnabas hung it there this evening over my objections.
I should think you would object. What was he thinking of?
I'm afraid he still thinks of her.
Well, he'll have to get over that. His obligation is to you now.
Yes, I know.
Well, my dear, I have something of grave importance to discuss with you.
What is it?
As you know, the trial of Miss Winters for a witch will now soon begin, and I want to know if you are still willing to appear as a witness at her trial.
Well, yes, of course.
Good, because your testimony is more important now than ever.
Oh, why?
2 of our witnesses are no longer available to us.
I don't understand.
Nor do I, but for some strange reason, Josette and her aunt the Countess have left Collinwood.
Left Collinwood?
Yes.
When?
Well, the carriage left an hour ago.
Where did they go? And why?
I haven't the slightest idea, my dear. I tried to persuade the Countess to stay, but she seemed to think it was imperative to leave tonight. You seem to be very upset by this news.
Oh, no, I'm not upset. I'm only surprised.
Well, frankly, my dear, I should think you'd be rather pleased that Josette is gone.
Well, yes, in a way I am. Miss Abigail, was there anything else you wanted to say to me?
No, I just wanted to be certain that we could count on you as a witness.
Yes, you'll have my complete cooperation. Now, if you'll forgive me, I'm very tired. I'd like to go to bed.
Oh, yes, of course.
Good evening, Aunt Abigail.
Good evening, Barnabas.
Did you wish to see me?
No, I had something to discuss with Angelique, and we've finished. My dear, the Reverend Trask or I will notify you when you're needed.
I'll wait until I hear from you.
Very well. Thank you, and good night.
Good night, Miss Abigail. You have made a great mistake, Barnabas.
Mistake? I don't know what you're talking about.
You've tried to betray me, but you shan't succeed. Do you think by sending Josette away, she will be safe? Oh, you're wrong, Barnabas.
That remains to be seen.
I have more powers than you think. You don't believe me? Look behind you. Go on. Look.
I will not be frightened by your trickery, Angelique. You cannot deceive me. You may have power to distort the portrait, but you cannot harm Josette.
You're a fool if you believe that.
And you're a fool if you think that I'd believe anything else. In order to harm her, you must first know where she is, and you don't know that.
You went to her, didn't you? You told her about me. I warned you.
I did not tell her about you.
But you sent her away.
Yes.
Where?
Do you really think I would tell you that?
I can force you to tell me.
Perhaps. But then you would be defeating your own purpose.
What do you mean?
Force me to do anything against my will, and I will never be what you wanted to me. And that is being a faithful husband.
You have already been unfaithful to me.
No, I have not.
Don't lie to me. In order to send Josette away, You had to be alone with her. What other plans have the two of you made?
None.
I don't believe that.
It's true.
No, you're lying to me. Just as you will go on lying until you're ready to make your next move.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When did you tell your loved one you would come to her?
I never told her any such thing.
Stop it, Barnabas. Stop denying it. I'm not a fool. Oh, I know what's been in your mind all along. You sent her away so that you could go to her after you have killed me.
There is no longer any need to do that. As long as Josette was in danger, you had a hold over me. But now she is safe, and you have no way of telling me what to do when I may leave just as when I like.
Oh, Barnabas, you are a foolish man. Do you think by sending her away, you can prevent me from keeping you here? Oh, your Josette may be safe, but no one else is.
What do you mean?
I'll show you what I mean. This is the way I will keep you here, Barnabas.
What are you doing with Sarah's doll?
Do you remember when Sarah was very ill? She had a terrible pain here in her shoulder,
Stop it, Angelique!
and another one here in her chest.
Give me that doll!
Stay away from me. This pin is aimed at her heart if you come any closer.
Please, Angelique. I'll do anything you want me to do, but please remove those pins.
No. See, I don't believe you anymore.
I promise you, I will not leave Collinwood.
Oh, you would leave immediately if you had no reason to stay here. And I am making certain that you have that reason.
I'm telling you, Angelique, if you do anything to harm Sarah, I'll...
You do nothing. As long as she is on the brink of death.
Brink of death.
She will not die. Unless you deceive me again. But she will come close. Very close. Oh, Barnabas, what have you done? Didn't do the job well enough, Barnabas. I am not dead yet. And while I can still breathe, I will have my revenge. I set a curse on you, Barnabas Collins. You wanted your Josette so much, well, you shall have her. But not in the way that you would have chosen. You will never rest, Barnabas. And you will never be able to love anyone. For whoever loves you will die. That is my curse. And you will live with it through all eternity.
Angelique. Get away from me. Get away from me. No! Get away from me!